And APB, American Protection Bureau, voted #1 best on Long Island for all your security needs. Call 631-390-9050. That's 631-390-9050. APB.
You know,
It's actually called passion, man, and there's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with it. Another tough question for you. Does Tony Khan belong in pro wrestling? What was it like working for that organization?
Oh boy.
Be careful. I don't want to get you in trouble. I'm just asking
no,
the
but
question.
see, this is the thing though, because I've never said anything bad about Tony Khan. Like, I had a great experience with him. Like, when I first came to AEW, I had a great experience there, and I had a great experience with him too. I was like, oh my God, like, I literally, like I cried on the phone because I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, like, I didn't think this would happen again, you know, or again, because like Lucha Underground, like I felt happy there, like actually cared for it and whatever. And then like, I was like, wow, like, especially because when I first came to AEW, I literally, like, my house burned down. So it was like a really crappy moment at that time too. So like the way they were like helping, etc., and like the way everything was going, I literally like cried of happiness, and it was like thank you, like, you know. So literally everything was going great. I was so happy. And then not just that, but then also everything in the locker room, like the female locker room, everything was going great. We were all like getting along very well and everything. And then it's just a certain thing, a certain element came into the equation, and just like everything went to crap.
Were they cooking in their
Look,
underwear?
you know what? I got to pull the elephant out of the room because we're kind of dancing around it, and we're talking about Thunder Rosa, right?
Well, I've said it 1,000 times. So
right. Can I just ask you what?
But like my point is, I was having such a great experience, and it's just such a shame. That was such a shame for me because I was having such a great experience. I was so happy, and I was like, man, this guy, you know, like Tony, like, man, he's such a great guy. Like, he's such a nice person. Like, but I never got to like sit down, talk to him and stuff like that. And I never got to do that. But regardless, like, whatever thus far, like throughout that time frame and the interactions I did have, etc., like, to me were great. I'm like, man, this is a really nice guy. And then like the way I would observe everything else, I'm like, damn, I feel like certain people are kind of taking advantage of his niceness. That sucks bad.
You try to get in touch with him? Did you try to contact him when all of this garbage is going on?
Well, I tried a bunch of stuff. I did try to talk to him when everything was like going to crap and whatever. But when you have an entourage of people around you saying all types of stuff, like, you are gonna believe what your entourage, like, you literally picked out your entourage. You're gonna listen to your entourage, like, that. I feel like that sucks. That shouldn't be that way, but I do wholeheartedly believe from my interactions, from my observations, that he truly is a nice, like, a good person. I don't know how much that has been influenced throughout, you know, that from that time to now. I don't know, but at least I can only speak of the time frame that I was there. And I just felt like just so disappointed in that sense, and I was like, man, such a damn shame, because it could have been so much, like, it could have been great, even, you know, but it got derailed.
All right, so putting your personal feelings aside on Thunder Rosa, how was it wrestling her? Was she a good wrestler?
I don't want to I don't want to continue speaking about.
I was just talking as far as wrestling goes, not on a personal basis.
No, because that's like opening a really.
To be fair, Ivelisse, I don't know the issue here. I have no idea what the issue here is. I'm just asking, right?
Sorry.
So no problem.
Yeah, and also, Mike, if I could go full circle back to Nash,
I'm trying not to open the floodgate.
I
No,
got you.
again, I know Britt Baker had a problem with her. Obviously, you have a problem with her. My question was, is she also not a good wrestler? Because we're just talking about
Oh no,
wrestling.
I mean, hey, I could tell you that neutrally. Like, obviously, she's athletic. Like, and I mean, that doesn't because a person's athletic, that doesn't mean they get pro wrestling or whatever. Or like, but I mean, obviously, she's athletic. I could say that. There's no denying that.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Mike. To me, it sounds like and you don't have to comment on this, Ivelisse. This is once again just me with my gut read. Not to come full circle back to Nash, but it sounds to me like she ran into a clique. That's what it sounds to me like. But
So what?
a clique like Kevin Nash's little group that used to sink careers and block people. But that's all been documented. That's not gossip. So I find it interesting, and that's a possibility. But we'll leave that be, and respectfully to Ivelisse. That's all.
Absolutely. Ivelisse, did you ever work with Conan?
Yes.
Tell us about
In
Conan.
Lucha Underground, and Triple A.
So tell us about Conan the Man.
Conan, I'm grateful like for the opportunities that I had. Because he did put a word in for me at those times. The only thing that I was just kind of like confused about was when I had well, not when I had, when a particular person he was close to, or was or is still, I don't know, had issues with me, and I was ready to defend myself. And I mean, I feel like he tried to stay kind of neutral or whatever with it too, but that's just been the only time that I was just a little confused as to if he had issues with me or not or whatever. But outside from that, I'm really grateful for all those times before that I had a chance to work with him.
WWE